Okay, so tell us your name and where you're from.
Hi, my name is Ruth Pion. I am from Dominican Republic, and I'm the CEO and founder of AfroHistoriard.
Okay, what does that mean?
I knew you were going for that. Okay, so AfroHistoriard is a project and an initiative to showcase Black history in the Dominican Republic through immersive experiences such as touristic tours, historical tours, cultural experiences like that, and also conferences, workshops, everything needed to communicate and connect our people with our shared African heritage. And it's particularly important to do so in Santo Domingo because the island that the Europeans called La Hispaniola, the island of Haiti, which is the original name, is where first African people were brought forcibly to our lands. So I think it's particularly important for us to learn the history of our ancestors in this continent, starting in the city of Santo Domingo, which was the first European settlement in the New World and where racial enslavement began.
If you can remember, what was your first impression of the U.S.?
I came to the U.S. for the first time when I was 12, and when I say U.S., I mean mainland U.S., right? Because I went to Puerto Rico first.
Yes.
But I went to Florida, and my first impression was that everything was so far away.
Really?
Yes, like in in the DR, everything's close. Everything is a small island. I mean, it's part of the Greater Antilles, but it's tiny by comparison to the U.S. So everything was far away, and that there were not a lot of people that looked like me, even in Florida at that time. At least I was not exposed to. I mean, also I didn't get out much when I was 12.
Second question. What do you want people to know? You're very passionate about the Black community and the Dominican Republic.
Indeed.
What do you want people to know about the Black community and the DR?
All right, so
One thing.
What can I think about? The Afro culture and the Black community in the Dominican Republic is rich, is strong, is culturally creative, and it has deep roots in our African past. Most of our cultural expressions that are valued and known worldwide as even part of World Heritage by UNESCO are Afro expressions in our culture, like dances, spiritual traditions, music. So that rich connection exists and persists to this day, and we have it and carry it within our community.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Last question. We're building what many would say is a very powerful network. Or can be. What impact do you hope we have 5, 10, 15 years from now because of what we're building today?
I picture a lot more of solidarity, a lot more of understanding of each other's contexts, awareness of how racism and other social struggles that we have in our own homelands manifest differently in other territories. And I expect a more cohesiveness, you could say, in how we go about it from a broader perspective, but always considering the particularities of our own communities.
Awesome. Trying to wrap it up, what's your name and where you're from?
Okay, Ruth Pion again from Dominican Republic.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ruth.